Hey guys, thank you for joining me for my very first vlog post. The name of the vlog is Butterflies Fight, which I'll explain to you in just a second. The intention and purpose of this vlog is to bring awareness to a disease called lupus. A lot of people don't know what lupus is, so I want to bring awareness and education about lupus. The second thing I'm hoping happens is that this will reach someone who has lupus or someone who has some other type of disease, and it'll give them hope and the strength to keep fighting. My personal connection with lupus is that I was diagnosed with it 8 years ago. I was laying in the hospital and the doctor told me I wouldn't be leaving the hospital. My kidneys were failing, my lungs were being weakened, I had blood clots in my lungs, my liver was swollen, my spleen was swollen. It just wasn't looking good for me. But when I was packing up to go home, the doctor came to me and told me I wouldn't make it to see my 30th birthday. It was just that serious. It was that severe. 8 years later, I'm still here. So thankful for that. But that's my personal connection to lupus. I have it. I live with it every day. The reason I named the vlog Butterflies Fight is because the awareness symbol for lupus is a butterfly. The awareness color is purple. And having lupus has taught me that I have to fight on a whole different level if I'm going to make it through each day with my sanity and have a good day. So every morning when I wake up, I make the decision, today I'm going to fight. It's a decision I have to make every single day. Lupus is a horrible disease, and throughout the course of this vlog, we'll get into more and more details about it. But it can really wear you down physically, emotionally, mentally, and if you're spiritual, it can wear you down spiritually. So it's very important to make that choice first thing in the morning when you open your eyes. Hey, today I'm going to fight no matter what obstacles come my way. So that's why I named the vlog Butterflies Fight. What is lupus? Lupus is a autoimmune disease where a person's body is constantly attacking their organs, muscles, tissues, joints, things that we basically need to keep living. So in a normal person's body, whenever you get sick or get a virus or get the flu, your body produces antibodies to attack that virus so that you can get better. With me having lupus, my body is constantly producing antibodies to attack my organs, my muscle, tissues, and joints. The basic, most simplest way I know to explain lupus is my body is constantly trying to kill itself. There are treatments to help control the symptoms of lupus, but as of right now, this moment in history, there is no cure. Researchers are working towards new treatments and a cure, but right now there has been no significant breakthrough as to a cure. The 3 medicines that I've personally taken for lupus is Plaquenil, which is actually an anti-malarial drug, but it works really well to help keep the symptoms of lupus at bay. It works with the joint pain and the skin rashes. The second one is azathioprine, which is a chemo pill. And that one, I was on that one for a little while, but that one can have side effects to your organs. The one that I take now is a drug called Benlysta. It's an infusion that I go and get once a month. I have to go to the hospital and spend like 4 hours at the hospital to get it, but it works really well. It's the best medicine I've ever been on to treat the symptoms of lupus. There are 2 different types of lupus. One is SLE lupus, and that's short for the full medical name for it. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because it might as well be Latin. it's really difficult to pronounce. The second type I will try to pronounce just because there's no abbreviation for it. It starts with a C, and I believe the proper way to pronounce it is cutaneous lupus. So you have SLE lupus and cutaneous lupus. In SLE lupus, the attacks are focused mainly on your organs, joints, muscle tissue, things of that nature. In the other type of lupus, the cutaneous type, it's focused on the skin. So you might get lesions on your face or rashes on your face and your neck and arms, and it can get really bad. I have had issues with both. It is possible to be diagnosed with both. When I was first diagnosed, my whole face was like, it had a rash all over it. It was all over my neck and my arms. I still have the scars from it. The rash got so bad, it literally smelled like my flesh was rotting. It was just nasty. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. It was horrible and painful and just all around gross. Thankfully, taking Plaquenil, that has kept those symptoms at bay. Next, we'll talk about the symptoms of lupus. So if you go to lupus.org, it'll take you to the website of the Lupus Foundation of America. And there you'll see a list of supposed side effects, or not side effects, sorry, symptoms that a person with lupus might experience. The thing about the list of symptoms is that no two people with lupus experience the same symptoms. My symptoms are completely different than a friend of mine who has lupus. Completely different from her symptoms. My top 3 or 4 symptoms that I deal with almost on a daily basis is fatigue, really bad migraines, joint pain, and what's the 4th one? Lupus fog, which makes you forget things. Sorry, you have to laugh at yourself sometimes. So those are the 4 main things that I deal with. But symptoms of lupus can range from headaches to dizziness to lightheadedness to nausea to vomiting to loss of appetite, loss of weight, fatigue. You can even run fevers. There's just a wide range of symptoms. And like I said, nobody experiences all the same symptoms. Lupus affects every single person differently, which is why it's so hard to diagnose. It's so hard to pinpoint that this person actually has lupus, because lupus mimics other diseases. If you have a person come in complaining about, their muscles and joints are hurting and they've gained some weight and they're really tired, it's easy to say, oh, this person has hypothyroidism, because that's what the symptoms are pointing to, when in fact they actually have lupus. So it's really easy to get misdiagnosed with lupus, and it's really easy to have a doctor diagnose something else instead of lupus. That's why organizations like the Lupus Foundation of America are really important, because they give you a checklist to go through and tell you that if you have experienced any of those symptoms, that you should probably see a doctor. Hair loss is another symptom. So those are the symptoms of lupus, and I think one symptom that every person with lupus can agree that they face is fatigue. I know several people with lupus, and they all complain was the wrong word. They all state that the fatigue gets really bad at certain points and times. And when I say fatigue, I'm not talking about it's been a long day, I'm tired. Fatigue for us means I feel like I just ran a 25K, followed by biking 5 miles, followed by swimming another 3 miles. Just completely exhausted. Like, you want to get up and do stuff, but your body is like, nah, Holmes, we can't do that today. So it's seriously a fight to get out of bed some days and to go to the mall or go grocery shopping, just because your body it's so tired and it feels heavy, and all you want to do is be in your bed all day. And I know I've had to cancel going to baby showers, going to wedding showers, going to weddings, going to parties, going out to dinner with friends, because I was just too tired and my body just could not muster up enough strength to go. So those are the few facts that I wanted to share with you about lupus. I'm trying not to make this go on and on and on to where people won't watch it, trying to make it short and sweet. The one thing I ask is, if you know someone who has lupus and they have to back out of dinner plans or plans to go to a movie, or even if they have to back out of something very important in your life, please understand that when they say they just can't, it's because they just can't. We already feel bad enough that we have to cancel. Please be compassionate to what your friend is going through, because unless you have lupus, unless you have to deal with what we have to deal with every single day, there's absolutely no way you can know how we feel or what we're going through. We already feel like we're letting you down. So just let us know it's okay. We'll catch up next week or when you're feeling better. I'm trying to understand. Just be compassionate towards your friend. And when they say they're tired, just trust that they are extremely tired and their body just can't. It's not because they don't want to see you. It's not because they don't want to hang out with you. Their body just cannot muster up enough strength to get dressed and get to the location you decided to meet at and be sociable for 2 hours or 3 hours or however long you were going to be there. So just be compassionate. If you have questions, ask questions. And please know, lupus is not contagious. Nothing I go through, nothing I experience can be passed on to anyone by touching me, by being close to me, by me sneezing near you. Even if I have open sores on my face from a rash, that is still not contagious. No part of lupus is contagious. Please do not ask people with lupus if they are contagious. It is not a contagious disease. It is not passed that way. In the next vlog, I'll talk about the gene that carries lupus and how it's activated. But for right now, just know it's genetic. It's in our DNA. There is no way I can change your DNA and give you what's in my DNA to make you have lupus. So just remember, be compassionate. Encourage your friend with lupus. Let them know you're there for them no matter what. And know that it is not contagious. For those of you that are fighting this awful disease right alongside me, just know you are in my thoughts, you are in my prayers, and you are stronger than you think you are. You guys have a blessed night, and I'll see you next week.